Well, like us, you probably get lots of spam emails. Hundreds of billions of them clog our inboxes every month. No offense to the fans of the canned pork product, but they're annoying and unavoidable, unfortunately. And we get a lot of them into the newsroom. Mostly some sort of list of where Idaho or Boise ranks in the top or bottom 10 of something. Yesterday, cheapoticketing.com spammed us with a list. They're a ticket buying website, in case the name didn't tell you that. And they decided they would rank once-in-a-lifetime experiences for sports fans. And you could probably guess the top 5, right? Lambeau, Fenway. Yeah, Lambeau's in there for the Packers game. Number 3 might be a little bit odd for some. Chase Center in San Francisco to see the Golden State Warriors game. Great team, sure, but number 3, okay. New York Rangers and Knicks, they round out the top 5. But of course, Madison Square Garden, that's the epicenter of sports in the Big Apple. Cheapo Ticketing says they came up with this list based on a survey of 3,000 diehard sports fans, asking them which U.S. sports team they would most like to watch live at least once in their lifetime. A bucket list of sports balls, if you will. And I know what you're thinking. It's why we sent this list, of course. Where does Boise State, where does a game at Boise State rank in this list? A game on the famous blue turf with the snow-capped mountains as a backdrop? A team with an unbelievable home record? Before we get to the Broncos, let's look at who lands ahead of them on this, quote, ranking. As far as college teams, the first one on the list would be Ohio State, coming in at number 9. And sure, a top 10 matchup at the Horseshoe, that's understandable. And yes, Wrigley Field would be awesome, but probably also better than 13th. You're telling me diehard sports fans would rather see an LA Kings game than a Michigan Wolverine game? And they would rather see the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Boise State Broncos or the St. Louis Cardinals more than America's team at AT&T in Dallas? They would choose a trip to Albuquerque or Laramie over a trip to the Big Apple to see the most storied franchise in all of sports? Hold on. Nevada at 58? In the biggest little city in the world? Or the Carpetbagger Raiders in Sin City? They're better diehard destinations than Dodger Stadium? And there's the Boise State Broncos, number 82, one place ahead of the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning NFL champions, led by the current NFL MVP. Those guys? Okay, but real talk here. Is a Boise State game better than an Atlanta Braves game? Or a game between the hedges at the University of Georgia? Or a game in the swamp at the University of Florida? Or a game in Happy Valley? Or Death Valley? Or a Duke basketball game? Yes, a live view of the blue would be better than catching a Catamounts game in Burlington, Vermont. Yes. But are both of those better than catching the Crimson Tide in Tuscaloosa? Ugh. Yeah, this ranking is pretty rank. So, of course, we accept your opinion on where the Broncos rank in this list out of 180, middle of the pack right now. By the way, Saturday's season opener for the Broncos at the University of Washington, that is in Seattle. That game will be played in the 156th diehard lifetime sports experience bucket list. If you want to know more about that game, well, our sports team, Jay Tuss, Brady Frederick, they love to talk about the blue and, of course, the blueprint, Bronco Roundup. They got it all cooking up for you before the Broncos' first game coming up this Saturday at UW. Tomorrow night, 6:30, you can tune into our Bronco Roundup preseason special. You're going to hear the biggest storylines heading into the team's season. And then you can catch our sports special, The Blueprint. That is going to be aired 4:30 on Friday. And it's going to overlap into the 208, by the way. And if you miss it or just love it so much, you can watch it all again Saturday, 9 a.m., right before the Bronco Roundup Game Day special coming up at 11:30. Watch all of that right here on KTVB. And the Broncos, they're going to kick off this Saturday at 1:30 on ABC.